So I use a really, really light shade. I just go in with a beauty blender all around. My skin, unless it's during that time of the month, I don't really have too many problems. I do have some like texture where it's like bumps underneath the skin, but nothing too crazy. So thank God. Got a million other things going on, but bumps is not it. Also, I like a pretty heavy duty foundation, so I wear full coverage all over. During the summer when I'm really tan, like if I've just come off the beach or something like that, I may wear like a tinted moisturizer or something with less coverage. I just feel like stuff with less coverage makes me look dirty. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but like once it's like all set, it doesn't take too long after it being on there to just look, I don't really know how to explain it other than dirty. So it just doesn't stay well for me. I am gonna go in with a white eyeliner pencil that needs to be sharpened, just underneath on the under eyelids. I used to, I just laid on my shirt. I used to not really like this trick, but your girl is getting older and it's proven to work. So here we are. Essentially, if you don't know the trick is to put white eyeliner on the lower, under right here, to line your eyes with white, and it just makes you look more awake whenever you're fully done with your look. It helps you look like less sick, more awake. So, as you can see, I mean, obviously, not too much, don't pay too much attention to it, but then I'm going to go in with my heavy duty Shape Tape concealer, and I used to do the whole triangle, all that stuff. Not really necessary. So I just go in and I put two little, sometimes I just use one little dot underneath my eye. Make sure all my bags are covered. It just makes you look more awake. Okay, so this is the Hoola Light. Don't look at my packaging, that's actually kind of gross. There's mascara on it. And I just go in around my cheeks to kind of add some depth in there. Make it not look like I'm a ghost. I am very, very white, so it's hard to put on bronzer and not look either orange or just completely ridiculous. So I go around my cheeks where you would contour. I really just go everywhere you would contour. On your forehead where you would contour, and then around my jawline as well. And then I'll go down the sides of my nose. And this is a Real Techniques brush. I don't know if it has a name. I don't think so, but it's just like a really dense, fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte, what is the name of this? Shape Tape Setting Powder. If you can't tell, I really like Shape Tape. No, to be honest, I do really love Shape Tape. It, all of their products from their concealer, like I said, I don't think that their foundation is named Shape Tape anymore, because they changed it, but I think it's essentially the same thing. The formula really didn't change that much. The packaging did. Also, if y'all see my unibrow, just excuse me because quarantine is not doing your girl any good. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the light to medium. And obviously mine's pretty old because I'm hitting pan on all of them. But I just literally took a brush like this. It's pretty dense. It's a Morphe M143. And I just go across all of the bottom ones. And that's what I use as a contour. Again, giving me color and definition in my cheeks. Make sure you're blended really well. We don't want any streaks or lines because we all know that's not cute. So I was going in like this, but now I'm going to go in and kind of just blend it out. I know, a lot of people would freak out. I just really, really hate harsh lines. So if you see me with a harsh line, I would love for you to tell me instead of just make fun of me because your girl can't see it. Also, my eyes are really blue right now, so that's good. For my eyebrows, I use the Benefit Ka-Brow, and it looks like this little thingy-majig. Oh man, I just dropped the thing. So this is how I do my brows because a lot of people have asked me questions over the years, but like I said, if you see my unibrow or my brows, you cannot make fun of me. But I just go underneath, and I'm doing this out of the phone, not a mirror, so don't judge me. But I underline them, essentially, and then I go about the middle on the top and just outline them on the top. Kind of fill them in from there. Okay, now that they're all outlined, I just kind of use whatever's left on the brush and go sideways with the brush so that this front piece is not as bold as like the tail of it. So that's how I do my eyebrows. Also, really key point, you do not want your eyebrows to look like they connect. Like, the whole point is to not have an eyebrow. I mean, a unibrow. So don't be drawing this all the way till like here. I hear the boys, so they may be coming in. Okay, there's my eyebrows for y'all. Just kidding, but that is how I do my eyebrows every day. Let's see. Okay, so let me show y'all a little bit of eyeshadow. So what I normally do is I'll go in with this, and my brushes, you can judge me how you want because they're not, I didn't clean them from the last time I used them, but I use them on myself. So I'm gonna go in and use this shade from the Anastasia palette that I used to contour with, and kind of go, start from the outer corner, just really lightly, and then working in, really blending that out. But this is just going to give you a base, and I literally do this whether I'm wearing black, pink, red, I don't care what color it is, green. I put this under every shade, just so that it has like a base to sit on and blend with. Because if you put just like a black right on your natural eyelid, it ain't gonna be cute. The boys are already trying to annoy me. They have a, what's it called? A kazoo? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And they're trying to blow it to see if y'all can hear them on the video. Okay, so that is basically my little palette that I start with on my eyes. And then I kind of just decide what I'm going to go with. I'm probably just going to do, let's see, who knows. I just start a look, and I just kind of keep going. I don't really base my looks off of an outfit or my outfit off of a look. I just kind of do it. And then decide from there what I'm going to wear or what I'm going to do. Okay, so I am now in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I just picked up one of the darker browns, just putting that on the outside, like a V of my eyelid, to give it some definition, make it pop a little bit more. I have blue eyes, so the brown really makes them pop, especially if it has like, if it's like an orangey brown. And this brush is an M441 from Morphe, and it is my favorite eyeshadow brush. I've used a ton of them over the last 7 years, so to say it's my favorite, Morphe, kudos to you. Also, I know a ton of people are making videos on YouTube, obviously me too. I do, if you don't know me, I do just want to let you know a little bit about me. I am 26, I'm a licensed master cosmetologist, so that means I practice anything in the beauty industry, so like hair, makeup, nails, skin, all the good stuff. I am licensed to do all of that. So if you have any questions, I would love, I may do like a Q&A as far as like beauty stuff goes, we'll see. If you guys have questions, good ones, reach out to me, maybe I can answer them. Okay, so I went in with a dark brown around my V, and now I'll show you guys. Oh, I just dug my finger into a color. That's sad. I'm actually not going to show you guys, but it's a red in the, it's called Hilster? Yeah. In the Jaclyn Hill palette. So it's like a reddish color, but a deeper red. Again, putting it essentially where I just put the brown. I lately have really been getting into skincare, especially since quarantine, and now I have time to do it. But I actually used to do, a lot of people actually may not know this, but I used to do facials professionally, and I really am thinking about getting back into it because this quarantine has really sparked my love for all things skincare. And shout out to Nicholas Moulton, who is my cousin, and he always is making sure I know about my skin and the best things for it and all things like this. So this is kind of like what I would do for an everyday look. If I was going, I don't know, just to work or whatever, I actually may not even do this much sometimes. I would add like some pink glitter. Actually, let me go ahead and do this. So this is a pink shimmery color, and I'm just going to add that in the center of my lid, just for a pop, a little something extra. That's cute. But when I am going somewhere where I can have a little bit of fun, I really like to add a pop of color underneath my eye that's a little bit different. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to do. I really think I want to do this blue. Let's see what it's called. So the blue in her palette is called Twerk. Oh, and that red was called Jax, actually. Sorry, guys. So it's reversed on the back, and I didn't realize that. So the red that I used was called Jax. The blue that I got to use is called Twerk. And I'm just going to use an eyeliner brush. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a very thin brush. And I'm going to get some blue on there. I know that y'all can hear this, kids, so I'm really sorry. Okay, so this is more of like a purpley blue. To be honest, I've never used it. I really wanted a blue, but it's okay. See how fun that is? And this is underneath the white that I've already put on there earlier that I told you guys about. And then I am just going to use a flat brush to kind of just go under and really blend it out so you don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so Twerk in the Jaclyn palette is definitely purple, not blue. But it's crazy because in the palette, this is what it looks like. It's definitely blue. Why is it so purple? It's really not what I wanted, but it's okay. We'll go with it. I would put on mascara, and I use actually 3 different mascaras, and it just depends on the mood that I'm in. So they're all from Tarte, and they were having a like Christmas promotion thing. So one is Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. That's a really good one. This one was a new one that I've never used. It's called Big Ego from Tarte. And then the Man Eater from Tarte is probably one of my favorites. So I am just going to go in. I have pretty good eyelashes naturally, but I just start at the base and kind of wiggle up to really give me some plump at the bottom, and that way they'll kind of curl up for me without using a curling, an eyelash curler, because I hate those things. Okay, so that's one coat. Then I'm going to go in with the Man Eater and really play with it and kind of get them looking how I want them to be. No clumps, really long, full. Those are pretty good. Cute. Now, I rarely ever do fake eyelashes. I know a ton of people, it's really popular right now. I personally just wouldn't ever use them for like everyday use unless I was like famous or something, because my phone storage keeps getting full, so this will be fun to edit them together. Carter's asking if he looks like an actual cowboy. That's me. So that's basically my lip. I'm just going to put on lip liner really quick. I use Bare Minimal's Gin Nude. And I love it. I love it so much. I usually don't overline my lips. I have really, really big lips already, so I usually don't have to. But sometimes it's fun to play. So that's what they look like just lined. Sometimes I'll put chapstick on and just kind of let it rub together. That's a cute look. Or sometimes I will put lip gloss on, which is really cute. Then really quickly, just to finish up, oh, there's a dump truck outside. I just used a lip paint, a glossy lip paint, over the liner that I already had. And that's it. That's the look I'm going with today. So if you have any questions, message me. And if you have any cool skincare stuff that I need to try, let me know, because I'm really interested in that right now. Okay guys, hope your quarantine doesn't last much longer, to be honest. Bless you all. See you next time.